Hey girl, hey!
Hey, what's up?
Hey girl, hey podcast on Urban Media. Today I am your radio chick, KiKi Brown.
And I am the chatter chick, LaShawn Tipton.
And I'm the Millennial Chick, Gerri Tipton.
It's always good to have a millennial in the building to kind of
It
set some
is,
things straight.
you know, it
Because
definitely
this
is.
celebrity stuff,
What?
I'm too old.
Not.
What is going on with ASAP Rocky?
I used to be such a big fan of ASAP
Really?
Rocky. When he first came out on Instagram, my name was ASAP_Gerri. I know. But then I grew up and I changed it. But I really
That's
used to
okay.
love ASAP Rocky. Like, I went and saw him in concert. I just loved
You
everything.
still love him?
What does he look like? Did you pull him out?
He looks like Travis Scott.
Yeah,
Okay.
he
Like,
does.
I know what he looks like, but that's
He
okay.
does.
Brown skin with plaits,
Yeah.
not braids. Plaits.
Yeah.
Not braids.
Big plaits.
Plaits.
Uh,
Like color purple Sealy plaits.
No!
Yes, he let 'em
Oh,
plaits.
that's cute.
Mm.
Plaits.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway,
that's
so
ASAP.
what you
About
don't
it.
know,
Yeah.
Laverne,
Yeah.
is shouts to Fred. Fred's here today.
Fred.
Freddie
There's
Fred.
Fred's here today. Hey,
Who
Fred.
Who nicknamed me Laverne when my name is LaShawn. And
Laverne in the house representing women of a
whatever,
certain
Fred.
age.
Whatever.
So, yeah,
He was the ignorant.
ASAP Rocky and his people.
Ah!
Babe, she almost called me the N-word.
I was trying to keep it
You
moving.
take the bro out of
You
Negro.
guys stop me. I'm trying to.
He
I'm
takes
trying
the
to.
bro out of Negro.
ASAP Rocky got arrested in Sweden.
Oh no.
He was
Okay.
fighting. Well, this is the story, and you
Yeah.
correct me because this is your thing.
Okay.
Millennial
Millennial
thing. Millennial.
All right.
Let me get some water and think about it.
Right. Cut my mic off.
Cut my mic off.
He was in Sweden with
Just so
his
she
people.
knows, her mic's never off. Go ahead.
It's never off.
It's
Um,
Yeah, you got my
So he's
cousin?
in Sweden. These guys were following him,
yeah.
and they wanted like an autograph or a picture or something. I don't know. They were following them.
Yeah.
So ASAP Rocky and his entourage was like, "Stop following us.
I heard.
We're gonna put our hands on
See,
you."
this is what I had read. It had something to do with headphones being broken.
Yes. Yes.
And
Whose
that's
headphones?
The gentleman that was following
Yeah,
the entourage.
Oh, okay.
And
Okay.
I guess when they went to approach them, they got into like an argument.
Mhm.
ASAP Rocky and his crew was leaving, and that's when the gentleman was following him.
Well,
Right.
don't tell me he went to jail for some.
Well, here's the thing though.
Don't
They
tell me.
told him, "Stop following us,
Right.
or we're gonna beat you bleed."
Okay.
Bodyguard stepped in. It's all on video, actually.
Oh, okay.
So bodyguard steps in. They start beating dude up. I mean, and one lady was like, "Somebody touched my butt." Like, all right, whatever.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
So-
fun. Somebody's fighting and you come out with
But the
somebody
thing
touch my-
is, the bodyguard was
Touch my body.
released. ASAP Rocky, I believe, is the only one that was arrested out of a whole group.
Yep. Yep.
Who
he
was fighting? Who did the fighting? His
All of them
bodyguard?
were fighting.
A whole crew.
So-
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because he's the rapper.
I
Yeah.
guess
Yeah, it's to put the rapper
The
in jail
perpetrator,
then.
I guess.
Yeah.
they're
The
supposed
rapper in
to
jail then.
keep him 2 weeks. He could be facing like 2 to 6 years
6 years. Yep.
in prison. So
In Sweden.
there's a petition going on in Sweden. There's a petition going on.
Mm.
Free ASAP. It's an online petition.
I'm going to
Celebrities.
sign it.
Wait a minute, because you might not.
Oh,
you might
hold
not
on.
sign
Wait,
it.
Let me be quiet.
They want to free him because of the conditions that he's in the prison. They are inhumane,
And they felt it was self-defense.
and they feel that he didn't have a right. He should not be locked up on account of this altercation. That happened.
Right. Which I don't think he should be locked up for street battling.
But you're not Swedish government,
Right.
so it's
They
just
were
something
following
that's
him.
not. But here's the thing, and
I
I
watched
was
the
shocked
video.
on this one.
Mm-hmm.
Folks were not into freeing him. They're like, "Oh no, bro! Remember what you said about Black Lives Matter?
Mm-hmm.
Remember
Oh,
what you
was that
said?
him?
You didn't support it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Here's a quote.
I remember that.
Here is a quote. It was a change.org petition. Well, that's the petition to urge Swedish officials to release him. So that's circulating right now.
Mm-hmm.
But folks were against this because of what ASAP Rocky said about the Black Lives Matter. So he was quoted as saying, why support it? Because I'm black. So every time something happens, because I'm black, I gotta stand up. He says, what the F am I? Al Sharpton, I'm ASAP Rocky. I did not sign up to be no political activist. I don't want to talk about no effing Ferguson or S because I don't live over there. I live in Soho and Beverly Hills. I can't relate. I'm in the studio. I'm in these fashion studios. I'm in these fashion studios.
Okay.
So folks were like, "Oh, you must remember."
Mhm.
Oh yeah.
We remember.
Well, now he's in jail in Sweden.
Now he's in
that
a
dude from
Swedish
Sweden.
jail.
Yeah, they don't play no games over
It ain't
there.
no big, yeah. So
You have to watch what you say. I mean, that's
Yeah.
karma, though. But does he really need to go to jail? I mean, after all that stuff that he says, he doesn't. Really
but we don't know what their laws are.
I was gonna say their
Yeah.
laws are very,
Their laws are
very
pretty
different.
strict. You
You
can't,
see,
you know,
um,
overseas.
Oh,
I
yeah,
bet
it's
he wish
different.
he was Al Sharpton. right now.
I bet you wish you could
You
call
won't
Al
stop
Sharpton.
saying Al Sharpton because you need that dude right
You gonna
now.
need, right?
You
You
can't
gonna
get
need
the
him.
president ain't
140
getting you out.
Oh,
140 pounds of Al Sharpton, he gonna need.
Did you
You
put him at
Not
140
the
though?
fat one. He
Not
needs to
140.
You need Skinny Al.
She
Skinny
said,
Al can help you out. You
the
said
optimum care Al Sharpton.
right. You know what I
With the
mean?
edges.
With the
With the edges.
Little scare. Y'all are
And
funny.
the sweatsuit. Where you see where the
Oh my
sweatsuit?
gosh, it was
Ooh,
horrible. He was
what?
sweating in his sweatsuit.
Yeah, you know, big
Did-
dude with a sweatsuit.
Are you going to still sign a petition to get him out?
I'm going to say, I do want him to get out, and then I want him to reflect after.
I was just gonna say maybe after he gets
Even
out,
if he doesn't change, just let him get out.
it should like you said, make him reflect, think
He
twice
probably
about
won't.
it. You know,
His
'cause-
head's too big.
true.
I
That
think
true.
this humbled him.
I don't
I
know.
hope it has. I really, for his sake,
Mhm.
I hope it has. But also, I wanted to point out, I don't know if you guys saw, Nicki Minaj had backed out of her show in Saudi Arabia because of women's rights as well.
No, I didn't hear that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's
Oh,
just
okay.
saying how women's rights, anything could happen if she was to go up there and say like a cuss word or something
Mhm.
like that. She can be put in jail.
Mhm.
So
Yeah, why
Wait,
would
I'm
they
surprised
say
they
that?
booked her.
Yes.
Wait a minute. You're talking and it's like on delay. Wait, Saudi
Yeah.
Arabia
Yeah,
booked Nicki
Saudi
Minaj?
Yeah.
yeah.
They were setting her up. You gotta watch where you go. That's the setup right there.
And
That's a
Tyga,
set.
actually, I just seen this today too. He had a show in Sweden as well, and he backed out of it.
Yeah.
Well, a lot
Yeah.
of A$AP Rocky's concerts are being
Set
canceled because he can't make them.
Right. You just gonna cancel.
I mean, that's the bag.
I tell you
your
what.
bag is done.
Maybe he should stay in there a little longer. I guess he's gonna come out with some.
They're not letting him out.
Some dope songs.
That petition is not.
So
Yeah.
I guess
don't know.
my question
He's coming out with some
is,
dope songs.
after all of this has happened, do you think more artists will be going to, these different countries to perform, or should they stay
I mean,
inside?
if they do, because they do make money
True.
over there.
They did.
I just think they may need to have a little a course of
Yeah.
etiquette.
Yeah.
Go to the ones that everyone's been going to. Like go to England.
Yeah.
Because the charts there, people become stars most of the time in England
From
where they're
overseas
not
numbers, yeah.
stars here.
Yep.
Go to places like that that are known for, like the Philippines. I think they do the Philippines and stuff
Mhm.
like that. But some of these other places, I wouldn't go to. You haven't heard of another person going there that's in your same music genre, then don't go.
Who goes
Yeah.
to Sweden?
I was gonna say Sweden. That's different.
That's
Yeah.
different. I was like,
That
why are
is.
they in Sweden?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
I
don't
thought maybe
know.
like Australia or something.
So,
Yeah.
if you did not know, Hey Girl, Hey, we wrap up a week in entertainment, hot topics, celebrity gossip, and stuff
Yes.
like that. And last week it was all of just crazy, good and bad, about grownish star and singer, hand selected by Beyonce, Hailey Bailey. She was just cast as Ariel in the Mermaid movie. And I was happy about it. Were you happy about it? I mean, I never watched The Mermaid,
to be
so
honest,
you didn't know.
I've never watched The Mermaid.
I didn't either.
I don't even know about
Your
this.
black card will not be taken. You're good. You're safe. You are safe.
I watched it, but I
Thank
don't
you.
remember
I
it.
don't know. I
How
don't
did
remember
you-
it, but
Those little cartoons, I've turned it on for the kids, and that's it. Let's watch a cartoon. And like 15 minutes, and I'm like,
but
every one of them.
but here's the thing. The
Except for Lion King.
problem was some audiences were not happy that an African American woman was cast as a white cartoon character. She's a
OMG.
cartoon character. This
Mhm.
is she didn't. You know what I
It's
mean?
not like
She
she's
didn't.
a black character.
She wasn't
Okay.
playing Hillary Clinton in a movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's playing a cartoon character, and so now there was like a hashtag, not my Ariel. Was that it?
Yes.
Not my
Make
Ariel.
Ariel white
not my
again.
mermaid. Make
Yeah.
Ariel white
I seen
again.
that.
Reverse
And now
blackface.
all these memes are coming up. Bradley Cooper as Barack Obama.
Yeah.
Like, you know, just kind of switching
And there was
characters.
poetic justice.
Yeah.
one.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that
Boys
was
in the
so-
Hood.
Yeah, yeah.
So,
But for years they were putting on blackface and becoming
but we
black
would do
artists.
that.
I mean,
We
used to
would do that though.
No,
If
but
they
white
cast-
people would do blackface
Mhm.
in like who was it? Like it's like back in the '60s, probably before we were born, I believe. But they would do like, because you know I'm a woman of a certain age, but I'm not that old. But anyway,
Hair flip. Did you
yeah,
get that?
I gotta do the
Okay.
flip.
Alright.
But yeah, so they would do these blackface. So it would be white artists that would do blackface, and they would, you know, do the whole show
Right.
in blackface. So now it's reversed,
Okay.
you know, but in a cartoon thing. So things have changed. Like, get with it, people. It's okay.
The thing
Stop.
is, so we only have 5 minutes, but
Lord.
like I have to say, we're so, I think social media brings this out.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Social media brings this out.
Bring
I don't.
out
If social
ignorance.
media wasn't around, I don't think that anyone would have anything to say.
No.
Like
yeah.
just Beyonce's playing
No.
Nala
Yeah.
in The Lion King. Nobody said because you can't come for Bay.
Yeah. You don't know, but it's in Africa. Now, if they would have said something about an African lion being white, I would have had an issue. It's from Africa. You know what I mean? It's a lion from
But it
Africa.
wasn't a white. It wasn't
In the
Africa.
original. So why did
In the
people do
original,
that?
she was a white actress.
That's what I'm saying. Point. Why did we say something about the white actress being an African lion back in the old?
Oh, because it was a cartoon.
Exactly.
Wait.
So that's
What
a
was that
cartoon.
same
This is
thing?
a cartoon. We are saying it's a
Okay, I know where
you're
it's
coming
a
from.
cartoon. It doesn't make any difference. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? Like,
Yeah.
stop.
Yeah.
Like, it's too much. It's too much.
I just think that we need to figure out. It's a cartoon.
It's a cartoon.
It's a cartoon, and it's for
Get
kids.
your white
So
people on
what?
social media.
The
Get
girl's
your-
actually good. Have you seen her on Great Grownish?
I have.
Yeah.
She's
I know.
good.
Sister.
She is.
She's really good.
I just feel like, you know, white people,
Mm-hmm.
they would
I
feel
didn't
like
say
they're.
white people. She was like,
I was like,
like
white people. I just feel like
I got friends
maybe
that are
they
white.
feel like their roles are being taken away.
Get
Even with the genie, Will Smith playing the genie,
Yeah.
and
It was
Aladdin.
Robin Williams. They were
And
mad.
originally it was Robin Williams, and they
Yeah,
were
they were
upset
mad.
about that. So
She
anywhere where
gonna
they
get
feel
it,
like,
Robin Williams is dead.
yeah,
Get over it.
but they figure,
Or
you know, why Will Smith? I thought the movie was great with
didn't
Will
see
Smith.
it.
I still haven't seen it.
I thought it was really good, but you know, maybe they feel like taking
Yeah.
everything away. You know what I'm saying? Like that was
Makes no
originally in a
sense.
white role, which,
Yeah.
like you said, it doesn't make any sense at all.
Just make
Yeah.
the
And
movie.
they don't like it.
Yeah. You know, I'm gonna do Sex in the City with all black
Which one?
women.
I need to know who you gonna play.
I don't know.
I'll be Carrie.
Maybe
I'll
because
be
I'm a woman.
Miranda.
All
I'll
because
be
I'm a
Gerri.
woman of a certain age.
I
I'll
know
probably
I'm
be
not-
Samantha.
Girl,
You could be
but,
Samantha.
Yeah, yeah.
you're gonna have to work out your
But-
contract.
well,
'cause
why
Samantha
not?
has some Wesley Snipes scenes.
Well,
Mm.
you said some Wesley Snipes.
Yeah, remember back when Wesley Snipes used to get booked? And his
Yeah.
contract was like, I need to make sure I am having sex in any
He
movie.
used to say
I
that.
know,
What?
I'm joking.
Oh my
Oh,
But
goodness,
no, you would think
OMG.
so. But seriously, you would think.
Well, I'm gonna do one in Pittsburgh, Sex and the City. In
It's
Pittsburgh.
called Girlfriends.
Yeah, that's gonna be so boring.
That was the black
We
Sex
do
and
the
the
city.
City.
You not working out.
No, that was-
Girl, what you doing?
That
I
was
ain't
the
doing
black.
that.
That was the black Sex and the City Girlfriends.
It was,
With Tracy Ellis Ross.
Yeah, well, that's boring. I mean, that's done. That's done. Not boring. It's done. But we do one in Pittsburgh. You know, girl, what you going? I ain't going out. It's Friday. Where you going? You going somewhere? I ain't going nowhere. Oh my God. That's
All right
the,
then.
That's the
And that's it.
I'm done. All
That's
right.
basically
Call you
it.
later, girl.
Yeah.
Sex and the City, Pittsburgh. I'm on it.
Okay. Good luck.
Let's do
Good
it.
luck with
Y'all
that.
going? You ain't gonna be in it, Kiki?
No.
Come
I'll
on.
pass. No.
Be nice.
All right, for the latest entertainment, sports, health, and fitness, you can log on to urbanmediatoday.com and make sure you subscribe for $19.99 a year. Receive exclusive podcasts like this one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we got updates, sports updates, news, finance, fitness, all of that. Even cooking lessons on
Nice.
urbanmediatoday.com.
That's what's up.
Yeah, so log on now. We have more on Salt and Pepper and Spinderella.
Ooh.
Yes.
That's a good
It's,
segue. Salt and pepper and cooking.
okay. It's
Salt
Hey Girl
and
Hey, the
pepper.
podcast on Urban Media Today. It's not where I was going there.
Yes. But that worked. Didn't it work? I'm hungry.
Hey Girl Hey!
Hey.
It's Urban Media Today. Hey Girl Hey podcast. And before the break, we were talking about Spinderella. Spinderella says her former group, Salt and Pepper, are screwing her over for money.
Ooh.
And I think that it's foul. I really do. They've been together for 35
Yeah.
years. Spinderella has been their DJ. There's been no other DJ. She's even on a song. She's on What a Man song. And now she's claiming What a Scam. The Best Of album, she was shorted of $125,000 from the third one. She's supposed to receive 1/3 of their royalties. She said she would be getting $125,000. Never got a dime. She also said that she was cheated out on the VH1 show, which I've never seen.
I've never
I've never seen it.
I don't know if you were cheating.
She was supposed to get 1/3 of the
Just didn't
fee,
come out.
but she's only been in guest spots. I don't watch the show. I think it's scripted. I think
the
it's
show.
horrible. I'm so tired. It's Wig Fest.
Isn't it?
It's Wig Fest.
You mean
It's
the one
a
with
nasty-
SWV?
Yes, it's Wig Fest.
Yeah.
I'm sick of it.
Oh my goodness. Now, okay. I think we're Spinderella. I get how she feel. I understand it, but also I don't think she did business right. And this is why I say that, because everything says salt and pepper.
Yeah.
Everything. It never said featuring Spinderella. She should have had that featuring.
It's back in the 80s,
But
so
still,
she probably just.
you've grown as a woman, and you
Yeah.
said this has been in 35 years. After that 5 years and your check hasn't been right,
Right.
you would have got me after like a year. I would have been like, hey, something's not right.
Right.
You know, I'm in here, I'm spinning here, talking about salt and peppers here, and I'm in the back like, yo, I'm here too.
Yeah.
You should have
But they
corrected
supposed
that.
to look out for that girl. Come
No,
on. Nah.
no,
She
no,
was
no,
holding
no.
him down. Everybody knows Spinderella. You know Spinderella because
But
of
what does
Salt
the
and
song
Pepper.
say?
Give her, cut the
song,
check.
No, I really didn't know. I really didn't know Spinderella all like that, like I knew Salt and Pepper, because I knew the song. Salt and Pepper's here, and we're in the back.
Want you to push it back.
In
And the night. Working up a sweat. All right.
Yeah, see, I knew that part. Thank you.
I'm not
You know
lost.
that?
I know the song.
Okay.
I know. I just didn't know the words, but I know the song.
Everybody knows the words.
Yeah.
That was one of the songs
Push
I didn't
it.
listen to that much.
Yeah, you was probably just being born.
That's
But
what's
this
big.
is the thing. I think that's the year he was born at when I came out. I really do believe that. But she should have said something.
Yeah.
You should have said, because everything they did name branding from the jump. Everything they did had their name on it and never spent. She should have known that.
She's
Now
in
you're
all
gonna
the
cry.
videos.
So what?
That's not
But your
cool.
name
Give
is
her
not
her money.
If a blind man listened to the music and couldn't see the video, he would never know that she was there. And the blind man would buy a CD that said Salt and Pepper. Nothing was. He said, "Hey, listen, because I'm blind, I'm just gonna close my
Get
eyes."
out.
He says, "Listen,
Just get out.
what is that song I just heard? Salt and Pepper. Can you get me that CD? Who is it by? Salt and Pepper. Did it ever say spin? Because he didn't see the video. She didn't market herself right. I'm just saying.
Now that I'm thinking about it,
Don't be agreeing with her.
I agree with-
Somebody need to cut spin a check, yo.
Yeah, I agree. The check should have been,
No.
but maybe she should have marketed herself. Maybe the name
didn't
should have
do
been
it.
Salt and
She's
Pepper
all-
instead of feature
Her
Spinderella.
PR person
Yeah.
did her wrong. Now, this is where she can come back. Because Spin is who she is. Stop being so bitter. It's a done deal. You lost that money. You're
It's 35 years.
Yeah, 35 years, that's a lot of money. You could have had a house and paid it off.
Yeah.
kicked her in the forehead.
and then she put it back.
Bam.
And started this spiral challenge. Well, this challenge just spiraled out of control, went viral. It's called the ice cream challenge, encouraging people to violate ice cream in various ways, licking it. I'm so glad I'm lactose intolerant. But people have really, like, you really need something
That's
to
so
do with your
gross.
life.
That's
It
I
is
want to know
disgusting.
why. Like, what
It's
makes her
disgusting.
do that?
That is so disgusting.
It's disgusting.
Nobody's gonna be.
Are we that bored?
Yeah.
Like, just
Yeah.
read a book or something. Like,
No,
that's
ain't
so
nobody about
hard.
that
do
reading.
that.
Ain't nobody about that reading. Buy the ice cream and lick it. Don't put it back.
What-
There's
what's the
herpes
purpose?
and hepatitis and
Ooh.
syphilis and
Ooh, right here.
yeah. I'm just. Is it in your? That's just disgusting. I just wanted to know. Do you guys give up ice cream? Are you gonna buy ice cream
I'm just
now?
gonna buy like the Klondike bars and like the fudge bars that's already wrapped. So,
Individually wrapped.
yeah, that's what I'm
Yeah.
doing.
I don't. I saw somebody with a tea,
Yeah.
and I don't want to say what they did because you might be eating, but it was nasty, and I don't want to drink.
They had a what? A
It
what?
was someone. I can't. It's
A
disgusting.
tea? What?
Tea, iced tea,
Yeah.
and they in the tea and put it back.
What?
Yes,
That's gross.
it's
See?
on video, and I just think that
What's the little?
is this
the judge you did
arrestable? Is this
Oh
arrestable?
yeah.
Yeah,
All
didn't
of
they
it.
arrest the woman?
They
Yeah, but
arrested
she-
her.
They
She
arrested
won't
her.
get jail time or anything like that for it.
Should they have arrested Ariana Grande for licking donuts? Remember she licked
Oh,
donuts?
yeah, I remember that.
She licked donuts. Ooh, that sounds so. You know what? As grown as I am, I do not want anything on my record for licking donuts. You know what I mean? Yeah, I
You
mean,
sit there applying for a job like,
Listen.
donuts charges on
Yeah.
your, I don't get, let's
Yeah.
talk. What's this about?
Parents
What's
came
that about?
back. You
So I
were
was in
licking
college and we were bored.
donuts. Yeah.
I just thought I'd, you know,
Right.
what the heck, I'm just gonna
You're a
lick
grown
some ice
man
cream.
woman licking donuts. Get your life.
We don't have nothing else to do.
Yeah, well, you know what? I'm
If
not
you
licking donuts
don't
right
have anything to do, and maybe you have
Lick ice
some, no, don't lick ice cream.
No.
But maybe ice cream helps you with chronic illness. Maybe it helps you feel better.
You what you want
Makes
with
me feel
the
better all the
oils,
time.
the one with the CBD oils?
I'm glad you talked about
Yeah.
that because that does help you with
will-
chronic
yes,
illness.
it will.
And there's
Yes,
a
it
store
will.
called the Natural Healing and Wellness
Yes,
Center,
it
which
is.
is open right now. Shut up!
Yes, it is.
They're bringing effective and alternative solutions, inspiring hope and restoring happiness
Yes.
to the Pittsburgh area. Yoga classes, massage therapy,
Love
personal
yoga.
training, 7 days a week. You can call 412-904-1399. Log on to naturalhealing-wellness.com. That is the that's the website. So log
Yeah.
on to that. Don't lick ice cream.
Don't lick ice
do
cream.
that.
Do yoga.
Yeah.
Go to a natural healing and do the yoga.
Do
You
the
know,
yoga.
I'm getting so good with my yoga. Did I tell you guys that?
Well,
I can do the tree stand.
Right.
I'll show you in a minute.
Oh God, please don't.
I'm gonna stand
It's
up.
Hey Girl Hater podcast. Almost time for They Said. It's Urban Media today.
And
I'm gonna
it's
stand
downward facing dog.
God.
What's that?
Oh, no.
You ready?
I'm not gonna do that one.
Hey Girl Hey!
Hey.
Hey Girl Hey podcast on Urban
Right.
Media today. We trying to get her not to do a handstand in this room.
No, it's a tree stand.
A tree
It's a
stand.
yoga move. I do the Bikram yoga, hot yoga. Room of 103 degrees.
Ooh, child.
Ooh.
I've done hot yoga.
Come in, it's like,
All
and
right.
it kind of, it gets, you know, when it stinks.
You know what else is funny in
People be
yoga
a
class?
little
And this is
hot,
not what we're
but-
talking about, but now that we're on the subject.
Ah,
You're so relaxed, and all you hear is,
Yeah.
people be farting.
Right.
It is so relaxed. But nobody says anything.
no, because that's against the yoga thing, because it's like the releasing of things.
Yeah.
So, because even when we're doing yoga,
I
they're
would-
like,
sorry.
keep
I
your
would-
eyes to yourself, you know. And they're like, look at yourself, and I'm
But
looking
somebody's in the front of you, and bruh.
Yeah, you be like, yo, point that somewhere else. That's
Get it out of here.
That's a missile.
I'm
Did
too
you guys-
childish. I would die laughing.
I don't know if you
love
got. We're into They Said.
Yeah.
And
No.
this
Okay,
is what they're. This is what probably they're
Mhm.
talking about. This. When is the last time you saw Michelle and Barack Obama together?
Well, listen.
Answer the question. I don't want to hear that she called you.
Listen.
Tell me, when's the last time you saw them together?
On television, okay? Because
Together.
On television. Like, that's the only way I'm going to see them. They're not in my neighborhood. Yeah, so
Okay.
there has to be somebody recording them. They're probably together all the time. You mean, is somebody recording them, us seeing them in media? Is that what you're saying?
No, I have not seen them together.
Yeah, because you
I
don't
haven't
know.
seen them together.
Leave my mic open.
I haven't seen them together since, I mean, I could be wrong and I
Since
hope I
somebody recorded
am.
them.
But what I don't like is that she had like a little house in Los Angeles that she rented for a couple of days for it was $23 million home.
Ooh.
And she got this house to live in.
Right. Because she got rich people money that they don't go to hotels.
She's
they rent
married.
Homes. Yeah, well, they don't rent hotels, they rent homes. She rented homes for a
Where was
couple
Barack?
days. He probably was there.
It's not
Shit.
mentioned in this article that he was there.
Listen, how many times do we see Jay-Z and Beyonce together?
All the
How
time.
come
Beyonce
you
let
say
him
all-
out her
How
sight.
come you say all the time?
They were just together at the
Because
Lion
they live in
King.
East Liberty?
They were just at the Lion King premiere.
Okay, because it was recording.
It was just
'Cause
yesterday.
they were on, yeah, because it was just recorded.
When did you see Barack and Michelle together? See, black people do not want to. We don't want to admit that there's a possibility.
There isn't.
There-
They just don't record it.
Listen.
They do their own thing. They're not in the public. They don't have to be in the public
Uh-oh.
eye
Fred's about to
together.
say something.
So
Listen.
they're cool.
I don't
Wait,
wanna
wait,
be-
wait a minute,
but-
wait a minute,
You're
wait a minute.
good.
That I have to say something
What,
because
Fred?
if people are listening and they believe what you and
No, this is
Gerri
my
said-
opinion. They don't have to. They don't have to
Okay,
believe
if
it.
they believe what you're saying, you guys are living vicariously through television and media. Just because you don't see them together in television and media does not mean they're not together.
I'm sorry. I have
Because
not seen them
people
together.
see me with several guys and think I'm dating several guys, and I am. But I just don't want them to think
And I am.
that the one that they see me with is
Is
the
you.
one. Is the one.
Right.
That's all I'm
Okay.
saying.
You're not gonna be by my side for 8 years. For 8 years. Because you are my first lady. I am the first black man in the White House. We are the first black family in the White House for 8 years. And then after your term is over, for 100 days, you're kept quiet. Then after that 100 days, now I'm going to write a book about my life, and I'm going to go on a book tour.
Okay.
Me, just me. You've done you for
Yeah.
8 years, so now it's all about me.
Exactly.
I have not seen them together. I will say that there is that I could possibly be wrong because they have worked out a Netflix contract. I get that part. But Gerri, when's the last time you saw them together?
I'm trying to think now. It's been a while, like in the public eye. I haven't seen them.
I bet you they're together all the time.
But-
I bet you they're together all the
Bush,
time.
his dad.
Yeah.
Bush's dad's
At the
funeral.
funeral.
At Bush's dad's funeral. Thank
Yeah.
you.
Okay.
Well.
Oh yeah.
But
yeah.
they gotta be.
But you know what? He probably.
They gotta be.
I bet you. after
There's
he's
no
on
way
her
she
book-
couldn't not show up.
But they're probably they eat dinner every day.
I'm glad that y'all have this faith.
I
I'm
really
scared.
do. I really do.
It
I
could be
wanna-
like you
I
said,
wanna
maybe
be-
she's
I'm
just
not
trying
looking
to
at
figure
media.
herself
It's
out,
good.
but still
She put
together
her
at the
career
same
to the
time.
side, and he became president.
And I bet you he supports her. I bet you
I'm
when
sure.
so she can get her shine on stage. I bet you he's behind the stage when she gets off like, hey baby.
No, he did show up when she was on her book tour and she was
Mhm.
talking. He came out, but she looked a little perturbed about that
No, she didn't.
because it took his shine. Took her shine.
Exactly.
No,
So if she got that look then,
I'm
now
not
you
trying
can
to
see
be
why he's
negative.
not
I'm
even
just
there.
I'm saying, yes. The only way I can
They're
see this is
together.
vicariously through television. Okay,
Yeah.
okay, then I'm wrong. I have no problem with saying
They're
that I'm wrong.
together. Don't even
I have no
click
problem
something
with
like,
saying
oh
that
my
I'm
God,
wrong.
my blood
You
pressure
just don't
went
wanna
up.
believe it.
Let me drink my water.
You
They're
don't wanna believe that
together.
Barack and Michelle
That
can
is
break
one
up?
couple you're not going to just, people are not going to say that they're not together. That's one couple I'm fighting for.
You ain't gonna fight for Will and Jada?
Probably not.
You're not gonna fight for Beyonce and
Probably
Jay-Z?
not. No.
Really?
No.
Barack and
No, I'm fighting for black love. I think we all should just love each other.
I think we all just love each other.
I'm fighting for black love. I am. I'm fighting for everybody. If you're in a relationship and husband and wife, I'm fighting for you. There you go.
Okay.
Yep.
I want to believe that maybe it is just, they're just, marketing themselves, and at the end of the day, they are eating dinner at the table because they're empty nesters now. And they're living their lives. But
That's
I was
right.
just like, what? They gave me hope just, watching them, and maybe
I
that was a
love
little too much to give them, but to see them together, I love that. I
Yeah.
love that. And I'm like, wow, I haven't seen them together in a long time. And to hear about her, renting the house by herself,
It just makes you.
Yeah.
I was
But
like,
I get that house thing.
What's
If
that
I had
about?
money, you think I'd be going to the Marriott and all that? No, everybody goes to the Marriott. That's nasty. It really is. Everybody sleeps, 1,000 people sleep in those beds all the time. Now, if I can rent a mansion because I got money, and I have a whole use of a house when I'm used to a house, I'll give me a house. That's rich people's stuff.
Okay,
Hotels is, regular folk like us.
okay.
That's what I think. I give me a house. That's just me. You ain't got to agree with me.
Okay.
Although I'm right.
Wait,
You don't have
what?
to agree.
Although I'm right.
Although I'm right.
I will say, okay, I'm
You
wrong.
don't have to agree
I'm
with me.
wrong.
About
I'm
what?
wrong. And forgive me
What are you wrong about?
for my assumptions.
About what?
Nothing.
There you go. You ain't wrong.
Mm-hmm.
You ain't wrong. It's good. I'm just saying I'm always right. You can apologize for being wrong, but I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm always right.
Fred, I think you're going to be happy with this Hey Girl, Hey Spotlight.
No.
Me into it.
Well, I think you
Shut
are.
up,
Our
Fred.
spotlight is CoCo Gauff.
Okay.
Oh, calm down.
Don't get too excited. It was all because she lost after the last one. I was like, oh,
No,
Coco.
no.
None.
We should know who she is. 15-year-old CoCo Gauff
Yes.
just took over 2019 Wimbledon
She sure did.
championship. I mean, she broke records, and I was so inspired.
watched
I
her.
thought I could run a tennis court. I didn't,
Oh.
but I was really, really excited for her. She just came out of nowhere, and we all thought that she was going to take it when she beat Venus Williams, which I
Sure
thought was funny because I think she was 8 years old when she went to see Venus play,
Wow.
and Venus signed something
Yeah,
for her
yeah.
or whatever, and then all of a sudden it was like, wow,
Right.
I'm playing Venus Williams in
Yeah.
this match. But then she did lose. But I'm just so inspired. She's only 15 years old.
She got a long,
She's
a
only
great,
been playing for like
big
8
future
years,
of her.
too. Isn't that
Yeah.
wonderful?
Who is the other young African American young lady? She was young. I can't remember who she beat. Was it last year?
Simone.
Is it Simone?
I
Yeah.
want to say her name was Simone or something. I can't remember. I just started playing tennis.
Do you know who I'm talking about? The
Yeah.
tennis. I'm sorry, I
Don't
can't
come
remember.
to the show and not know what you're talking about.
You know what,
It's
Fred?
Stevens.
Huh?
Simone?
Sloan Stevens.
Sloan Stevens.
Sloan.
Yes.
So that was closest. Sloan.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
she was good. Well, yeah, because you do the sports. On Urban
You do
Media
the
today.
sports.
So you're the sports guy. So of course you should know these things, right? Okay. Thank you, sports guy. Glad you know that. I would be a little upset if you didn't.
You can check. We call him Fred, but Trevor A. Jones. Every
Trevor A.
Saturday, Urban Media Today talks sports. And they talk sports.
Yeah.
And Ray Porter Jr., Vince Buds. Yeah. And he's
Mhm.
also king of HBCU sports. I love it.
Hello.
Yeah, he loves
Yes.
HBCU sports. So
There
make sure
you
you
go.
log on to urbanmediatoday.com. Find us on SoundCloud and just get past episodes there. I want to get into Girl Talk.
Yes.
So Girl Talk, this is something that. Yes? No?
Yes.
Yes?
Well, you follow.
I'm
don't
reading
follow,
your face.
Don't follow Fred's face.
Don't follow Fred's face.
He got gas.
Don't,
Don't follow
oh,
his face. He got gas.
okay. So in Girl Talk, this is something that was sparked, and I was shocked that LaShawn brought this up.
Yeah.
I was
Yeah.
shocked because she was watching Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, which I don't watch.
Forgive
You
me.
watch it?
I used to,
Uh-huh.
You know what?
but not anymore.
I used to
So
be a
tell us
closet.
about it. What's
I was
going
a
on? You were
closet.
closeted?
I just started to admit, I'm out of the closet now, about talking
Congratulations.
of watching ratchet television.
Mm-hmm.
Because I would never tell anybody, but when they would talk about it, I would jump in and be like, "Ooh, did you see that?" So now I'm cool with saying it, But I saw an episode, because I was a closet ratchet watcher. I would watch some shows and be like, "Dang, did they really just do it?" Knowing that it's all so staged, it's so staged. They just kill me the way they do it. Now it's just such a big joke to me, but this wasn't a joke. So one of the ladies on there, Carly Red,
Yeah.
and I think
He was
Carly,
like 60.
yeah, she's
So-
in her
so old.
40s, and she has a daughter that's in college. And Carly's been, and they call her Messy Carly.
She is.
But she's very, very messy, and she's done some pretty outlandish little stunts, and she's like been very sexual. She has a sex toy line,
Yeah.
the whole deal.
Yeah.
Well, she was very upset because one of the women on the show, this new woman named Pooh, which I'm not being funny, but when I first saw Pooh, I was like, oh my God, they got a transvestite on the show. and this was is a real woman. Forgive me, I don't mean it.
Say a disclaimer.
Not
Not that there's anything
not
wrong
there's
with
anything again, but I said, oh my goodness, because I was like, wow, because the one show that they showed, she had it was like a lot of makeup. She had this a lot, like woo. But anyway, so Pooh puts it out there that her and Carly and Pooh's husband had a threesome,
Okay, I remember that.
and Carly got upset about it.
Yeah.
And she was like, I did not sleep with her, but
That was the one thing she
that was
defended.
the one thing that she defended. When she talked about all the people she slept with and have done some like raunchy things on
Like
air.
Jennings, Young Jock,
Yeah.
Scrappy, I don't forget who else she slept with.
Everybody. So she got
Busy.
mad about this one with him. And this is kind of interesting because she got so mad about this one particular one that I kind of thought, well, maybe she didn't because you're so upset about it, but you've done some pretty ratchet things. So, but the whole thing of this is that her daughter, who's in college, said that she was taking a semester off because of all of the backlash from her mom doing this. So, and it made me think, when we do things as parents and adults, we have to watch what we do because our kids suffer the backlash as a result of it.
Yeah.
So her daughter's taking some time off from school, which Pooh has 3 daughters, and she said all of her daughters have graduated from college and they have their masters, and her one daughter was on a show, and her daughter was teasing Carly's daughter about being in college for 7 years. She's like, I got my master's, you're in college for 7 years. I'm thinking it doesn't matter how long it takes you to get your degree. But getting back to the point, should we really watch what we do and what we say?
I mean, if you signed on to do a reality show, yeah.
Yeah,
But then again, money talks, so that they don't care
She
nothing
ain't
about
having no
that.
problem spending that money, and that reality show life got her into college, probably.
True.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
But it's so difficult.
and she can't quit.
Yeah.
She can't quit. But I do think that, and me being a mom, I have to be careful about the life that I live. My son is here, so and he lives in Baltimore. And he's grown, but at the same time, every time I do anything, even just starting out as a mom, I had to make sure that it put him in a good light. It prepared him for something in the future, and made sure that I looked respectable.
Yeah.
She is. I don't know her. She's
Right.
ratchet. That's what she appears to be. That's
So
what she
ratchet.
comes off. She comes off as ratchet. That's how she got. That's how she gets the money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like Nene Leakes.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's Kenya. That's
Jocelyn
Kenya
Miller
Moore and
and
Jocelyn.
Jocelyn,
That's you can't be a nice girl and expect it. No, Mona Scott's like, I need you to be you, so I can pay you this money.
Right.
Yeah.
So she needs to have a talk. Her daughter's not.
No,
I mean,
she's-
look at Stevie J's daughter with which
Jocelyn?
one? With no, the other one, and
The
she
other
became with the shower curtain. What's her
Oh, Mimi.
name? Mimi
And
Frost.
they're yeah. See, yeah, the baby's mom, Mimi.
Yeah.
And you
then
see her
she
life
has to
now,
see
and now
that.
she's
That
So
little
just think that little girl is
Have to
going to
see that.
school. You know what I'm saying? But they're still shooting these videos. They're still doing what they're doing. You can imagine?
She's doing porn videos.
No,
too?
I mean
Oh.
shooting these scenes on the show.
Okay. Yeah.
But I mean, they're
Right.
not thinking about it like, well, honey, yeah,
Well,
mommy
so is it
has
that?
to do what she has to do so that you can go to the private schools.
Right. But I mean, I get that, and I respect people's hustle. But my goodness,
Right.
when your kids suffer as a result of that, something
Yeah.
has to give.
Something else, yeah.
Something has to give.
I
I
agree.
don't want my kids to go through that
'Cause
because I was dumb.
You're
Right.
representing
You know.
not only you, but
Right.
your family and
And
your
then,
children.
Yeah, and her daughter was crying like I had to take off from school, blah
Right.
blah blah.
Right.
But this is all good and it's wonderful. But hey,
This
look,
is all good and it's
it's
wonderful.
all good. It's wonderful. Pardon me. But listen, you guys, you can find us and follow us on Urban Media Today on our social media at Urban Media Today on Facebook, Twitter, and IG, and also at UMT Radio. That's on IG and UMT Today Radio. That's for Twitter.
Yes.
All
Make
right.
sure you do that. We have more girl talk next.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah,
Oh, I
we're
love
gonna
this topic.
talk about expectations and standards. Somebody need to holla.
Holla.
Hey Girl, Hey, the podcast on Urban Media Today. Hey Girl, Hey!
Hey.
Expectation. Everything is perfect. White picket fences, a dog, a cat, a boy and a girl. And we have these lists, some of us. I don't know if you remember Real World.
Yeah, I
on
remember.
MTV.
Mm-hmm.
Real World Boston, I think. And it was a young woman, she was a black girl, and she had this long list of what she wanted in a man.
Heather B?
No, it wasn't Heather B.
Okay.
That was the first Real World.
She's
But-
still on the radio.
Yeah, doing
That's
big
what's up.
things.
Yeah.
But
Shout out Heather B.
people thought that she was crazy because she had these standards and expectations. Are we setting ourselves up for failure, or is it okay for us to have these expectations and be so, stuck on our standards?
Wow, that is such a great question because literally the guy that I'm with now, he's asked me a couple times, what do I want? And these were my expectations, loyalty, honesty, commitment, all other stuff. And I don't think it's, over the top. That's just the tip. That's just the norm.
Right.
That's what I want. And if you can't give it to me, then I'm not going to be with you. You know what I mean? Because then I would feel like if you're settling. You know what I mean? Like you said, we had these expectations since we were younger. And it may not be everyone's, but I know what I want, and I'm going to, make sure that happens for me.
Right.
And I'm going to let you know, hey, this is what I want.
Right.
And you can either get with it or
Right.
you don't have to.
Do you believe in having lists? Like, this is the type of man that I want.
I
want a
wouldn't
man
say
that.
a list,
Yeah.
but an idea in my mind, like, hey, I'm not saying he has to be 6'6", dark skinned, this, not those type of lists, but someone that's, I would say someone that's like me, like working, goal oriented, good mental state, like stuff like that. I would want that. You know what I mean? Like you have to also look at vice versa. What do these guys want from you? You know what I mean? Do they have expectations and standards? So you have to set yourself up to, having those standards so they can relate to you as well.
Do you think social media has lowered the standards for men and women?
Absolutely.
You think so?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Because it's like, I just want anything. If we can just do it for the gram
Yeah.
or do it for IG.
Absolutely.
We're
And
good.
then they look at these couples from reality shows, whatever, and it's fake. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like it's for ratings. That's not real. And they look at them and are like, oh my God, I want to be like them, but it's all for show. You know what I mean?
That's
Like
not
those.
reality.
You should never. I've never really looked up to couples like that. Like, oh, this is what I want, or a man like that, because it's not real.
I remember sitting up one night, and this was after, before my son was born. And this was, I had been through some real bad breakups, and I remember sitting up in my bed and I'm crying, and I was talking to God, and I said, Lord, I'm going to be specific, and I'm going to pray for the man that I want. I want this man to be this, that, and this, because I was told to be specific.
Yes.
This is what you want. If this is what you want, be specific. Don't make it too plain, be specific. And I always make a joke out of it and say, that's when God gave me my son. So that was the man. I said I wanted a man that was going to love me in spite of my faults, that when he sees me, he sees who God has intended. And he blessed me with my son, and I'm thankful for that. And now I'm with a man who loved me beyond. You know what I'm saying? But I had to go through a lot of things to get to that point. But I see a lot of women that's like, no, he needs to make 6 figures or 8 figures or what is it? I forget how many figures. But he needs to have this, he needs to have all this TV, he needs to be about something, Fortune 500, he had to drive this and he has to drive that. And I think that sometimes we playing ourselves, but why do I feel like we're playing ourselves? Because those things do exist.
Right, it does exist. And it's good to have expectations,
Yeah.
and it's good to set standards. Because, listen, when you were specific with your prayers, because you have not because you asked not. And
You better preach that word.
that's biblical. You know what I mean? So you got to do it. Bring it up. Oh, I feel the Spirit. There you go.
Yeah.
Come on in, Holy Ghost.
Right.
But anyway, I'm just saying. So you have to have standards. There has to be somewhere for someone to reach. Every day we have standards in our life. Some goal for someone to reach. We just don't want any old thing.
Right.
So when these girls say that they want something, I look at them and say, go ahead and do it. Because who am I to say, oh, girl, you ain't going to get that.
You don't think some of the things that they ask for is like,
Why not?
or if you say, well, you can get those things, but maybe not here. Maybe you have to move down south, or if you have to move to Alaska.
I've heard of that.
Because
Well,
what you're asking for,
I bet you
But-
there's a chick here in Pittsburgh This little city that got her a 6-figure, 10-figure dude.
What's that movie,
Right
Just
here,
Right,
right.
with Common and Queen Latifah?
Yeah.
I love that.
And Paula, whatever her name was,
Patton.
Paula Patton, her character was like, this is who I
This is
wanted.
what
She planted herself at that basketball game or at that party, and she
Mhm.
did her research and she did what she needed to do. And although she lost him, but she got that player.
Right, right.
You know, and some of us
Yeah.
are strategic and
And
getting
I
what we
think you
want.
have to. Some
Yeah.
of us probably don't play the game. Like I don't like. In terms of dating, I'm not playing that kind of game. But
Right.
in things that I want, I do put myself in positions and places that I need to be to get what I want.
Mhm.
Yeah.
You know, so that's a standard.
Yeah.
That's a standard. So in terms of dating or anything like that, or goals, relationship goals, I have a standard as
Right.
well
Right.
that I would like to meet. So I do talk to God and I say what I'm looking for.
Mhm.
Now and when I say this, I'm not equating God to Christmas, but you know how you do a Christmas list?
Yeah.
And you have everything
Yeah.
that you want for Christmas.
Right.
But you don't get everything that you want for Christmas, but the day is still wonderful.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And you're happy with what you got.
Mhm.
Because some things you get on, some things are off the list that you really didn't expect,
Right.
and it was still such a great gift.
Mhm.
So I kind of equate it to that. Like, this is my list. Some things are probably not going to be on my list, but
But
when I
it's still
get them,
really
I'm like,
good, yeah.
this is really nice.
I also
Yeah.
think at the same time you're cutting yourself off and you're blocking your blessing when you stick
Absolutely.
strictly to that list.
Mhm.
And you
Mhm.
think, and maybe you've met that
Be
person,
flexible.
you met that
Yeah.
person, but because I think Steve Harvey may have done some shows on this, but because you stuck to that list and
Mhm.
God put that person in front of you,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
now you messed up because
Mhm.
you're no, he has green eyes and I want somebody with blue eyes.
Right. Right.
Or he's a garbage collector,
Yeah.
and I need somebody that owns the garbage sanitation
Right.
company.
Mhm.
And it's like, and Steve Harvey, I remember him saying, I can't believe I'm quoting Steve Harvey, but you can't, this is the beginning part.
Mhm.
You can't, don't block your blessing just because
Right.
he's emptying the garbage. One day he could be
Right.
the owner of the
Right.
sanitation company.
Right.
And I think that a lot of us, because we live these fantasy worlds, these IG model likes, and
Yeah.
and doing it for the gram. I don't know if they do that anymore. But for
Yeah,
IG and
Yeah.
stuff like that, we do set ourselves up for failure. And I'm so glad that the woman that I am today, and I'm
Right.
not grown up, and those who are before you, my son's age, and the females. I'm so glad that I am the example that I am for him. So
Mhm.
when he sees a woman, it's like,
Mhm.
well, I'm looking for a woman that's determined, that's that's about
And
something.
that's setting a standard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's saying no, he's not.
No,
No, but
his
it is.
little reaction
Right,
is
his little
so
reaction
funny.
is too funny.
Yeah.
But no, I mean, it's just something that it's because I look for longevity.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I think,
You know what I mean?
That's true.
It's
And you
something-
want somebody that you're going to be with for a long time.
Right.
Somebody I want
Not
to
just-
introduce my parents to.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
originally,
Yeah.
I think when you're dating, I know people date with dating goals and relationship goals, and so they go in and they take these dating dates as appointments.
Right.
Like, okay, I'm going in here and I'm asking for what I want right here, right here, right here. So I'm gonna tell them I want this, that, that. I think that's too much. I believe in take the appointment, check it out, see if this is what you want, but don't even think. Like, I'm into longevity, but don't think so far. But don't waste your time too.
Right.
Mhm.
But go in and talk to people, get to know them.
Right.
You
Step
never
out of your comfort
know.
zone.
Yeah, you never know.
Try different things. Don't
Yes.
those of you who are listening or watching and we're striking a chord here. We're saying something that's familiar, and maybe you've been unsuccessful.
Yes.
You might want to put the list down. It's okay to have.
Yeah.
It's okay to have expectations. It's great to have standards, but
Right.
don't make them so unrealistic that you're missing out on opportunities to meet new people.
Mm.
Go on a cruise.
Yes.
Maybe
absolutely.
go join a book club. Become a tour guide. Do some
Mhm.
things. Step out of your element.
Mhm.
And you never know who you're gonna meet
Right.
because you can meet your husband through people, through
That's
mutual
true. And it
friends.
doesn't have to be so orchestrated.
Right.
Just live your life.
Have fun.
Have fun.
Yeah.
Move. The guy that opens up the door for you at the McDonald's. I mean, not saying he works there, but he just opened up the door. That could be your next
You
move.
never
Could
know. Yeah.
You
Could
just
be.
never know.
I mean, maybe he did
Go
lose a
with
tooth,
Yeah.
but he was probably playing basketball and he got hit in the face.
Yeah.
He has dental, but he can't get his tooth fixed for 2 weeks.
Mhm.
So you saw him on an off
What's
day.
that missing too?
That missing tooth. He don't want to be out, but he wanted some McDonald's. He
But
saw
don't
you
go to
coming.
dinner real quick,
I
cause he
mean,
will be
no, you
spitting
want to
all
make sure
on
he
your
gets
food.
that cap filled.
Wait
Yeah.
until that tooth gets
Wait,
fixed.
that's what
Listen,
you do when y'all go to
But then
dinner.
again, ain't no wrong with a
'Cause
man if he got a
he's
missing
spitting
tooth.
up all you be like, hold up.
He
When
whistling.
is your appointment? Cause you ain't gonna spoil my pizza.
Listen, I'm just saying.
Them extras pieces.
You know, he might have ugly feet. It might run in his family.
Oh.
I'm,
Right
I'm just saying.
Right
I'm scared to take a But he can't help but have ugly feet. You ain't supposed to be looking at feet.
Ooh.
What? He can't help but have ugly feet.
Get them toes done.
He's a
please
He's a
please
good
get your feet
guy.
done.
But
That's
he just
important.
got ugly feet.
You
I'm gonna need you to, your
not
standards
saying-
are just too high.
Get your feet done. Okay. You know, I'm not
Take them. Y'all go together and get pedicures together.
That was my next suggestion. Like, why don't you go get them dogs?
I need you to sit all the way down there,
Right.
though, at the nail salon.
And
I
you
need
know,
you
there's
all the
certain
way. Don't be
things-
next to me.
Yeah,
I
there's
don't want
certain
to get
things
stabbed by
that
them
are
talons.
right. There's certain things that are like nobody wants a stinky. It's so rough.
Smell like underarms.
She cut the nails and they'll be going all over. Like, oh,
We have seen that on the episode of Martin. It
Martin,
came from
remember?
somewhere.
Yeah,
It came
it
from somewhere.
did.
Yes.
hit her in the forehead.
Yeah.
But you know, these are things like nobody wants a stinky dude.
Nobody wants a stinky girl
Nobody
either.
wants a stinky girl, stinky dude.
Listen,
That's going to mess up your whole scene for real.
there is nothing wrong
There is
with
something. Now that's a standard. I'm not going
Yeah.
with stinky dude.
what.
Stinky
Make them, like I
nowhere.
said, make them realistic. Make
Yeah.
them realistic.
Yeah,
So I'm gonna say right now, you know, I'm saying take the appointment, but if I come and take this appointment and go on a date with you and you stink from the door, I'm gone.
Catch past podcasts.
Yes.
Hey Girl Hey on SoundCloud, Apple Podcasts, also Spotify, and always log on to urbanmediatoday.com. 24/7 Urban Media Today Radio via Live 365 and tune in. Just log on, listen live. The best urban adult contemporary music, old school hip hop, jazz, soul, classic soul,
If they wanna
gospel,
become a
all of
sponsor.
that. If you want to become a
You
sponsor,
wanna
log
become
on
a
to
sponsor?
urbanmediatoday.com too. Yeah, and
If you're-
subscribe
you know,
for $19.99
That's right.
a year. So I am your radio chick, KiKi Brown.
I am the chatter chick, LaShawn Tipton.
And the Millennial Chick, Gerri Zipton.
This millennial over here. Special shouts to Fred. Thank you, Fred.
Thanks,
Fred.
Fred.
Also, thank you, Vaughn Allen, for being
Hey,
here.
Ron.
Hello.
What's up, Juan?
Yo.
It's Hey Girl Hey, the podcast on Urban Media Today.
Peace.
All right.
6:01. Did we start exactly at 5? Huh?
I know.
That's a good time, huh?
No, we didn't. You were on the phone. At
You
5
know
o'clock.
what?
Don't even
It's
try.
free.
We can stop.
Oh no, it's still going.
We can
You
stop.
can stop it.
Thank you, baby.
Mm.
Do you